Okay, YouTubers, there's the next project. The Yeti XL. I'm gonna make my extreme version because this has been out for a while now, but it's a badass buggy. They just have a lot of plastics and shit. You just gotta upgrade it. You can't have something this heavy with all this plastic. So obviously I gotta do this backwards. So I just did the body panels and the little guys inside and glued up the tires because I'm waiting for all my hot racing stuff to come in. So what I did was I just tried a copper theme with the black, and I kept the black right here where the roll bar is. And these are two pieces, so I had to keep the black going that way, you know what I mean? So, and then I did the front like that with the little scoop. Usually you do the opposite, but little accents there. Their tires are really soft. The rims are good for gluing. This is like the best glue job I've done. I made sure I took my time and didn't get glue all over. They all came out 100%. So I wrapped them with Gorilla Tape twice and vented them. Now I vented them with a cheap little, a Harbor Freight, a cheap little soldering iron I went and bought. I think they're like $5, and it gives the perfect hole and it melts it. So I taped it, cleaned it real good, and then vented it through each end. So and then put the foams and mounted it. So it should be good. They got a big sidewall. They're Falcon Wild Peaks, but I figured if I strap them real good, they should be good. They feel good. They got a good compound. So I have all kinds of bashers, but where my my pit is, the hills that go up is all rutted out where the rain comes down, and I was thinking, damn, this thing would probably beast on there. So I was like, well, that'll be my next project. So that's that. I put the tire on. I will have to take that off when I mount everything, but I just wanted to get started on this kit. Kept the back clean. I stopped the black bar right there just to keep the back clean. Maybe a little license plate or something. I don't know. It has a light bar thing for it back there. I doubt if I go that far. So the roll bar, everything bolted up really nice. I mean, considering all these little holes had to match up, they did a really good job of matching it up. So my little paint scheme was basically do the black right on this, and I just cut the tape out and made it so it looks part of the roll bar, you know what I mean? So alright, that's that. Tires, the body, that's all good. So when I say extreme, dude, I got like everything for this thing. It's ridiculous. Disclaimer is we can't talk prices because then I'll get divorce papers. But alright, so one of the main problems right off the bat with these things is they put a cheap plastic steering Ackerman and servo saver in. And this box was freaking 20 pounds. Actually, everybody was running a Castle 2200, and I went and I ordered a Mamba Monster 2 ESC because I had to Castle 2200, but I had the Sidewinder, which is only like an 80 amp ESC, so I wanted to get the Mamba Monster too. But then, if this box is 20 pounds, I gotta get a lower KV. I think I'll have to get a 2000 KV or 1800 or something like that, because I think this motor says up to 16 pounds, and this is going to be more than 16 pounds. So, alright, enough gabbing. So here's the Servo Saver Hot Racing, okay? The motor mount. This is the motor mount, and this is the motor plate. Hot Racing. Steering link and aluminum horn. The drive shaft, the rear drive shaft is Hot Racing. Shock tower, and this is the plate that goes across the front. Now they have like a plastic plate, and all together there's like 9 screws, and you got to sandwich everything in. And it has plastic tubes right here that I have to screw from underneath, and they just say it's a pain in the ass. So I got the aluminum. I mean, everything's gonna be aluminum. I'm gonna make this thing rock solid. So I got the Castle field link so I could program the ESC. This is gonna be a Hot Racing, the bulkhead skid plate right on the front. So it's gonna go right under the diff case. I got front hubs, and here's the knuckle carriers from Hot Racing, and this is from Extreme Racing. It's a carbon fiber kit. I did the body anyhow, but I'm gonna get another roll cage. You know, just get a roll cage and mount this carbon fiber body kit on there, because once you scratch up to one side, you can just flip the panels over and get the other. We got Hot Racing heavy duty gear, the whole gear set for inside that transmission. Savox 1210. The kit comes, oops, get back. The kit comes with a lot of upgrades, and the RTR is only like $30 more, but I didn't feel like getting that and then tearing it down and then replacing it, so I was just like, whatever, I'll have all these extra wasted parts now. But the slipper pads, they used to have like a sandpaper one. They did upgrade it to aluminum pads, but I just got the Hot Racing because everything else is going to be. I got a new spur gear, Hot Racing. Now, the whole rear axle, the center rear axle case is from Hardcore. So that's all, because it's all plastic, and what happens is the plastic's all good, but the bearings heat up so much that it puts play in it, and then you know, then you start grinding gears, and the gears are huge. The input shafts and stuff like that, and the spider gears. So the front bulkhead is going to be Hot Racing. Here's the transmission case that goes in instead of being all plastic, because that's the same thing. All them gear sets sit in there, and then they heat up, and they actually burn right through the front of the case, and then people have issues. So I'm gonna build this once, make it like a bulletproof, and beat the shit out of it. So we got lower link mounting arms, upper link mounting arms. Here's the the lower suspension arms is Hot Racing. All this is Hot Racing. The channel stiffener bars, Hot Racing. Now, I could have got away with not getting them because the kit has little, they're plastic, but they have aluminum stiffener plates on there. So, but I was like, oh, what the hell, I spent this much money, might as well just go full tilt. Sway bar, that's hot racing. That's another thing. The RTR doesn't have a rear sway bar, and this one does have one, but it's plastic, and they said it's weak, so I figured I'll just get that. Fast steady bearings for everything, because some bearings are sealed in the kit and some ain't, so I'm just... Now, the thumb washer kit from Proline that I got is because when you get the carbon fiber panel on the roof, it makes it thicker, and they have a hard time right here getting the clips through. So I figure I'll just get them for when I switch it out. T-Bone, Jesus. They didn't even freaking ship it yet. I hate T-Bone racing, but RPM doesn't make skid plates for it, so this is just the front chassis skid plate. They actually make a whole underneath skid plate thing, but I'm not going there. I didn't get aluminum arms. I want something that's a weak spot, so I got the RPM arms. So, I'd rather break some arms than break something else. So, I gave myself a weak spot. And this is what I showed you. This is all what I already got in. So, but, yeah, it's actually like freaking 31 upgraded parts. So, it's going to be a beast. So, this actually, bolts on to the front diff bulkhead, and then this will bolt onto that, and then that big old skid plate right here will bolt and hold everything underneath. So it's gonna be massive. So needless to say, I think this is gonna probably put it over 21 pounds, and I need a bigger motor. You know, because I'm running on 6S, I don't care, you know, I mean, I'm doing everything to put steel, everything, so it's running 6S, so. Alright guys, so what I'm going to do is, this thing's been out forever, and there's all kinds of videos on people building it and whatnot, so I think they're just, boring videos anyhow, so what I'm going to do is just, like, do an update, show you what I did, give you some tips on what I did with the tires or whatnot, like vetting these like this. Oh, another thing, I Gorilla taped the rim from the inside, you know what I mean, the holes, so it's all clean in here. So yeah, I just taped the vent holes on the rim, then I wrapped this twice, heated it, melted it like no tomorrow with the hair dryer, and then got that cheap Harbor Freight iron, and it's like I guess it's made for electronics or whatnot, and it's like, that's the perfect size hole, that's what it does. So, and it melts this rubber. The wife wasn't happy because it was smelling like burnt rubber down here, but it'll melt this, so it's not going to tear. It seals itself, so it's going to be nice. I ain't got to worry about no water, no issues with the foams. Alright, that's it. That's my Yeti XL Monster Buggy Extreme kit. We'll get this thing going, and once I get some diffs in and some parts, which they probably should be in probably by Monday or Tuesday, and I'll start putting it together, and we'll get her out there and start beating her up. Alright, YouTubers, I'm out.